Welcome back, guys. I'm Nick with History Explained, and today I'm going to be talking about the Battle of Britain, the third part in our World War II series. So, the Battle of Britain began in early July 1940 with Luftwaffe attacks on shipping and our harbors. The United Kingdom rejected Germany's ultimatum to surrender, and the German superiority campaign started on August 1940 but failed to defeat the RAF Fighter Command. Due to this, the German invasion of Britain, codenamed Operation Sea Lion, was postponed indefinitely on the 17th of September. The German strategic bombing offensive intensified with nightly attacks on London and other major cities, but failed to significantly disrupt the British war effort. The Luftwaffe used new Messerschmitt Bf 109E and Bf 110C planes and fought against the RAF's workhorse Hurricane Mk1 and the less numerous Spitfire Mk1. While the Hurricanes outnumbered the Spitfires about 2-1 when the war first broke out. By September 1940, though, a new British plane called the Hurricane Mk2A was introduced. The British fighters were equipped with 8 Browning 7.7mm machine guns, while the German fighters were also equipped with the 7.92mm machine guns with 2 20mm cannons. The Bf 109E was also used as a Jagdbomber, and the E4B and the E7 models could carry a 270 kilogram-pound bomb. That's about 100 pounds, underneath the fuselage. The Bf 109, unlike the Stuka, could fight on equal terms with RAF fighters. Basically, after any encounter with British planes, they could fight pretty good. And, they could fight pretty well. After releasing its ordnance, it could fight pretty well. At the start of the battle, the twin-engine Messerschmitt Bf 110 long-range Zerstörer was also expected to engage in air-to-air combat while escorting the Luftwaffe bomber fleet. Although the 110 was faster than the Hurricane and almost as fast as the Spitfire, its lack of maneuverability and acceleration meant that it was a failure as a long-range escort fighter. Between August 13th and 15th, 43 aircraft were lost, the equivalent of an entire Gruppe, or German for group, and this trend continued with the further 23 lost between the 16th and 17th of August 1940. The most successful role of the Bf 110 during the battle was as a Schnellbomber, which is German for fast bomber. The Bf 110 usually used a shallow dive bomb as the target to escape at fast speed. One unit, Oberbruchsgruppe 210, initially formed as a service test unit for the emerging successor to the 110, the Me-210 proved that the Bf 110 could still be used to good effect for attacking small or pinpoint targets. Dive bombing is basically used by the Junkers Ju-88 Stuka dive bomber. And dive bombing is basically a form of flying artillery. Although the Stuka had been successful in previous engagements, it suffered heavy losses in the Battle of Britain, particularly on August 18, 1940. As the losses went up, so did their limited payload and range. Stuka units were largely removed from operations over England and diverted to concentrate on shipping instead. The main 3 British bombers were the Armstrong Whitworth Whitley, the Handley Page Hampton, and the Vickers Wellington, and they were classified as heavy bombers by the RAF, although the Hampton was a medium bomber comparable to the HE-110. Before the war, the RAF's processes for creating potential candidates were open to men of all social classes through the creation in 1936 of the RAF Volunteer Reserve, which was designed to appeal to young men without any class distinctions. The older squadrons of the Royal Auxiliary Air Force did retain some of their upper-class exclusiveness, but their numbers were soon swamped by the newcomers of the RAF-VR. By September 1st, 1939, 6,646 pilots had been trained through the RAF-VR. And that is a short summary of the Battle of Britain, Episode 3 of the World War II series. I'm Nick with History Explained, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.